Well, good afternoon, fans, and welcome to Alumni Arena on the campus of Armstrong Atlantic State University for today's Peach Belt Conference basketball doubleheader. Your Armstrong Pirates taking on the Georgia College Bobcats. It is senior day here at Alumni Arena on Saturday. The Armstrong men and women both playing their final regular season home games of the campaign, and we will have all the senior day festivities that's going to come to you during our men's game today. But the women have a big matchup here against Georgia College as the Pirates are battling with the Bobcats for postseason contention in the NCAA. Chad Jackson joined by Eric Faulkner, and Coach Faulkner, it's an interesting situation when you have two teams that are going to play in the final game of the regular season, but then already know they're going to play in the first round of the conference tournament next week.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting, but as you said, this game has some implications for NCAA tournament play, so it's a big game for both. It's the first time for Armstrong in a while that they've been outside their division, and obviously, Georgia College having a pretty good year themselves.
Armstrong comes in 18-6 overall, 13-5 in the Peach Belt. The Pirates are the top seed from the East Division in the conference tournament next week, and Armstrong has won 9 straight coming into today's contest, its longest winning streak since 2002-2003. Georgia College comes in at 16-9 overall, 9-9 in the Peach Belt. They were on the tougher side of the Peach Belt as they were in with Clayton State, Young Harris, North Georgia, and Columbus State. All of those teams, except for Young Harris, who is not eligible, in postseason contention along with Georgia College. And for Georgia College, leading the way is Shantonia Keys, the 5'8 junior from Roswell, Georgia. Keys averaging 14.8 points per game, but 16.2 points per game in conference play. It's really a 1-2 scoring punch for the Bobcats, Eric, because you have Keys, who averages 14.8, and then you have Anisha Donnelly, who is a 5'10 junior from Loganville, averaging 16.6. Well, let's go ahead and introduce you to the 2013-2014 Armstrong Pirates for a final time this season, and we'll be back with the starting lineups and the opening tip.
Tyler Carlson, Snakes,
Laura Redmond,
Roaches. I can't think of another one, I'm so nervous.
Nicole Findura, Sharks, because you can never know when they're coming and they eat people.
Bears,
Brigitte Martha, Spiders.
I just hate them. It's just spiders. Hanna Bogner, being stuck in the elevator.
Chicken from the Calf,
Tian Hayward, mascots. I don't know, I just don't like them. They're creepy. They're just, you can't see their faces.
I'm scared of them.
Brianna Davis, Airplane, Public Speaking,
Adonia Lewis, Dwarfs. I feel so rude. I got chased down the street by a leprechaun dwarf.
Stephanie Coney, caterpillars, frogs, clowns.
Public Speaking in Spanish.
Okay.
Tori Cluicky McNutt, salad, everything. I just hate green stuff.
Mari Wells, big bridges over deep waters. I know it's one in New Orleans.
Amber Johnson and mine. They just freak me out. They're creepy.
Amber Howell, Chihuahua. Because it's the only dog I've ever got bit by. I didn't want to say bathrooms anymore.
Tights.
Morgan Mitchell, Coach. I call it phallophobia. I don't know, what are the symptoms? Cramps. Hunger? I don't know, intense soreness.
Welcome back, Pirate fans. Eric Faulkner here with you. Chad Jackson will be joining us momentarily as it's senior day here at Alumni Arena in this last regular season game between the Georgia College Bobcats and your Armstrong Pirates. Pirates are 18-6 so far this year, 13-5 in the Peach Belt Conference, and have won the East Division of the PBC. Georgia College comes in at 16-9, 9-9 in the PBC, and these two teams will face off next week in the Peach Belt tournament. So, as Chad was talking about earlier, very unique situation playing a final season game against an opponent and then have to turn around a few days later and playing them, as we are having player introductions on the court for between Armstrong and Georgia College. The Pirates have been led by Brianna Davis, who's averaging 14.5 points per game. Brigitte Barta, the freshman, with 13.8, and Tyler Carson with 12.2. So the Pirates have been getting some different players stepping up during the course of the season and have won a lot of close games down the stretch, but you know what they say, good teams find ways to win, and so far this season, the Pirates have found ways to win. Georgia College, on the other hand, has been considered to be on the harder side of the PBC bracket, with Clayton State and some other teams over Young Harris, North Georgia, Columbus State on the other side of the bracket. So this is the first time that Armstrong has been playing the west side in quite a few games, so it should be an interesting matchup today between the Bobcats and the Pirates. As we about get ready for the opening tip-off between these two Peach Belt foes. So on the court for Georgia College, the start is LaRice Walker, a freshman guard from Franklin, Georgia. Abby Slocum, a senior forward from Suwanee, Georgia. Anisha Donnelly, a junior from Loganville, Georgia. Guard Brandy McKinney, a senior from Cincinnati, Ohio. And Shatanoya Keys, a junior from Roswell, Georgia. Pirates on the court, Brianna Davis. Actually, we'll go with a tip, and I'll give you the lineup in a second. So the Pirates win the tip, and Stephanie Coney will run the point. She works to her right. She gets the ball into Davis. Back to Coney. Coney on the perimeter, inside, and good. Hannah Bogart with the basket. So a good inlet pass early. The Pirates up 2-0 as we start here in the first half. Coney guarding Walker. Walker gets it right in front of the Pirate bench over to McKinney. McKinney dumps it inside, turnover. Pirates going the other way. Coney will push the tempo, gets it into the hands of Carlson, and they'll slow it down. Maury Wells outside of the three to Coney. Skip pass across the way to Davis. Davis pump fakes, gets the ball back to Carlson, 11 on the shot clock. Carlson will go to her left. She's going to go inside again. And that one is going to be waved off on a travel violation on Bogart. So Wells, Davis, Coney, Bognar, and Carlson on the court for Armstrong. Ball around the perimeter. Outside in front of the Pirates bench. Long range three, no good. Rebound. Brianna Davis. So Chad Jackson joins us back. Welcome back, Chad.
Thank you. Good defensive possessions for the Pirates on those first two, and then the Pirates go right back to Hannah Bognar. Her layup is no good, but Mari Wells is there for the offensive rebound. She puts up and in. That's a matchup that you knew she was going to get the start on senior night. but that's a matchup that head coach Fowler Bullock likes early on to establish some presence inside.
Yeah, they've gone inside all 3 trips down the court to Bognar.
Georgia College back with it. Slocum goes inside. Turnaround jumper by Donnelly is blocked. Bognar gets the rebound. Here come the Pirates in transition with Brianna Davis. Now Coney will set up the half-court offense. Coney looking inside for Wells. Turn around her, and she's tripped and gets called for the travel. Just locked.
Yeah, the contact down low, but
her feet just got locked up there with Donnelly. She just fell to the ground, and it's weird because she fell to the ground. Then there was a second where no one said anything or did anything, and then finally the officials blow the whistle.
Had to call something.
Wild shot, no good by Keys. Again, the presence of Bognar altering.
Really made early in this game has made an impact already, both offensively and defensively.
Davis an air ball 3, and that will go out of bounds over to Georgia College.
Bognar at 6'2", Chad, has disrupted a couple times. Georgia College has gone inside, and she's made them alter their shot.
Has had a big season defensively for the Pirates. Set the single-season shot blocking record as there's a three-pointer that is no good for number 21, Brandy McKinney. Wells with the rebound for the Pirates. But she also has some offense. Remember, she had a triple-double at Eckerd in December. That was the only triple-double in Armstrong women's basketball history. Carlson out front. Lobs it inside again. Bognar is there for the layup. And it's all Hannah Bognar here on senior day early on. First 3 minutes of action at 6-0 Armstrong.
One thing I was saying in the pregame, it seems like every night someone else steps up for the Pirates. It's been a great team effort so far this year.
Baseline jumper by Conley, no good, but an offensive rebound and a putback for McKinney. So Brandy McKinney gets Georgia College on the board, and it's 6-2. Good crowd here at Alumni Arena for Senior Day. Of course, the Armstrong women's seniors will be honored at halftime of the men's game today. They switch it around to Davis, right side, 10 on the shot clock. Now Carlson back to Davis. Her three-pointer is no good. Rebound, McKinney for Georgia College.
Bognar was down low as well, wanting the ball, but unable to feed it to her.
Now Georgia College with it. They go inside. Keys, mid-range jumper, no good. Rebound, Tyler Carlson. Carlson in transition. Now gets it to Wells. She'll drive. And will be knocked out of bounds. And we'll reach our first media timeout of the first half. 15:36 to go until halftime, and Armstrong leads Georgia College 6-2.
I'm a mother of 4, so walking into the classroom was like being at home.
Teaching is about building that relationship with your students, and that's something that I really learned while attending Armstrong.
With all the experience that Armstrong has given me in the school and the community, I am very marketable and I have a jam-up resume.
I've learned to be the best student I can be at Armstrong, and I'm going to expect the same thing from my students.
Preparing to be a great teacher starts with being a great student. I'm starting strong.
It's 15:36 here in the first half, and the Pirates have jumped up to a 6-2 lead with 4 points from Hannah Bognar.
Brigitte Barta good for 2. She checked in at the dead ball. The freshman who leads all Peach Bowl Conference freshmen in scoring. averaging 13.8 points per game. Makes it an 8-2 Armstrong ball game.
Definitely a candidate for freshman of the year in the conference, I would say.
Three-pointer no good for number 3, Larice Walker, and a foul, rebounding foul. That's going to be on Anisha Donnelly. A substitution for Georgia College, number 24, Teresa Elskamp comes in. 8-2 Pirates lead. Armstrong shooting 57% from the floor. Georgia College just 1 of 8. That's 12.5%. Wells switches it out to Davis. Now back inside for Wells. Little baseline jumper's good.
Different start than in a game against Aiken where the Pirates were kind of sluggish and then came back late and then in the second half and won it. Great start here early against the Bobcats.
Well, that's been sort of the trend, has been the second half comebacks as that 3 rattles in and out for McKinney. No good. Davis on the run. She wants to go all the way to the basket. Lays it up. Can't get it to go, but does draw the foul. Armstrong has won its last 3 games by making plays late and coming back from second half deficits. And it's scary to think what this team could do if they get out to a big lead in the first half and are able to maintain that momentum.
Absolutely, as Morgan Mitchell will check in. I think this is more just a...
Yeah, Mitchell's going to come in and get some playing time just to get in the book for her senior day. She had an injury in practice and really won't be able to go full strength, but at least she is now in the book for playing in her final game as a Pirate.
Classy move by Coach Fowler there.
So great to see Morgan Mitchell get in the game for her final appearance in an Armstrong uniform. And Coach Faulkner, it's going to be weird having her not in a uniform next season.
Yeah, 5 years of sports, 4 soccer, 4 basketball, right?
Yeah, 4 basketball. So Breonna Davis makes both, and in a deflection, McKinney's pass is deflected by Carlson. Carlson gets it back from Coney, goes in for the layup and scores.
Playing with a lot of energy right now, and that's kind of been what they've been doing all year, Chad. This team is fit, and they play with a lot of energy, and so far, great start.
Back the other way, a layup good for Larice Walker, the freshman from Franklin, Georgia. 14-4, we're 6 minutes in. Barta puts it on the floor and then is picked by Walker. She'll go straight to the hoop and gets called for the travel. Good defense by Tyler Carlson.
In addition to energy, confidence. You can see the players on the floor have confidence. They have confidence in each other. And, that's why they're 18-6 right now, is because they've bought into what they can be, and so far so good.
9-game winning streak for the Pirates. Longest winning streak since the 2002-2003 season, in which Armstrong won 14 in a row. That is the only year in which the Pirates won a Peach Belt title. They won the regular season and the tournament that season. And, of course, Armstrong trying to get back into the NCAA postseason since 2003-2004. Breonna Davis to inbound it to Stephanie Coney. Up top, now back to Davis. Inside for Wells. Wells back out to Davis for 3. Short. Rebound tipped, and that's going to be a rebounding foul against Mari Wells.
And just leaned in just a little bit when she went up over the back to get the ball. But 14-4 start, Chad. Exactly what Coach Bullock's been talking about. I think she was a little bit concerned of the slow starting games recently, but obviously today they've corrected that.
Kayla Upchurch into the lineup for Georgia College. Hanna Bognar back in. Now the 2 Hungarians in the post, Bognar and Barta, on the floor for the Pirates. Jumper is no good by Upchurch, or Elskamp. Rebound Pirates, as Carlson will hand off to Coney.
Bobcats have had several shots that look like they're going to fall, but they've rolled out on them.
Lob inside for Barta, but not a good pass by Coney, as Barta tried to catch up to it, couldn't do so. 4th turnover on the Pirates. Again, these same 2 teams will meet next week on Thursday, as a shot is blocked by Bognar. out of bounds. Bognar came into the game 62 blocked shots, setting a single season Armstrong record, and she has 2 so far here today. Off the inbounds pass, shotted no good for Elskamp.
Get it right back.
And then they give it right back on the turnover, shot up and banked in by Elskamp. That's really been the one defect for the Pirates here today, has been the turnovers, 5 turnovers now. And that one leading directly to a 2-pointer.
Yeah, they got punished on that one.
Barta outside with it. She'll put up a 3-pointer, and it's good.
Like Dirk Nowitzki, yeah?
Barta 0 for 1 from 3-point range before that one. And you talked about confidence. That is definite confidence right there from the freshman.
You're feeling it, you're feeling it.
Long 2-pointer is no good, grazes the rim by Upchurch. Barta with the rebound. Coney all the way to the rim, lays it up. It's no good. Might have been contact, but no call. Now quickly ahead for Elskamp. Her layup misses everything. She ended up passing it to herself. Yep. Her follow is no
back
good.
By Carlson because she made the shot a little bit more difficult on the layup.
And then a pass by Carlson is over the hands of Barta. And so fast-paced action here at Alumni Arena on Senior Day. But Armstrong leads it 17-6 with 11:41 to go here in the first half.
Is extremely competitive, and I need an edge.
I believe what gave me my confidence is the in-depth and thorough preparation from this program.
What I really love about this program is that I get to work with real patients and get hands-on experience.
Armstrong is a very close-knit community. I've gained friends, colleagues, and mentorships that are going to last a lifetime.
You're going to like the teachers, you'll like the students, you'll like the campus. Everything about it's great. I'm starting strong and hitting the ground running.
Chad Jackson, Eric Faulkner back with you here at Alumni Arena. Armstrong leads Georgia College 17-6. Looking at the first half stats, it's Pirates continue to shoot well, 58.3%. Georgia College just 17.6%. 3-pointer on the way by McKinney. That is in and out, no good. But the follow by number 33, Belinda Shafsma, is good.
Sure, Coach Bullock addressed the turnovers at the break there. Wasn't too happy about that part of the game. Everything else going pretty well so far, though.
Stephanie Coney lobs it inside for Bognar, but
wrong side.
Well read by McKinney. McKinney comes away with it. Keys with it. She'll kick it off. 3-pointer on the way and good.
Good looking shot right there. Good release.
For Kayla Upchurch. A dry spell for the Pirates, so head coach Fala Bullock calls timeout. Armstrong just 1 basket in the last 8 possessions, and it's 17-11.
I mean, Georgia College just had some good looks. They just had to fall, so like that could get them going right there, perhaps. And there's been several shot attempts that look like they're going to fall in and kind of going in and out, but shooting 25% from the field. But Pirates pretty strong 58.3 right now from the field.
7 of 12, but they have turned it over now 7 times through the first 9 minutes of this ball game.
And sometimes in games, especially Senior Day, last game at home, season going the way it is, sometimes a little bit too much adrenaline maybe to start the game and a little bit amped up, and let's see, maybe they can settle down. This game has been a frantic pace.
The easy plays have been there. They've been trying to make that one spectacular pass. You had the in transition where Carlson tried to find Barta. You had the lob pass to Barta underneath the basket, was a little too far out of her reach. Just trying, like you said, a little adrenaline, put a little extra on some of those passes. Pirates with a new backcourt. D. Hayward, Amber Johnson in for the Pirates. Carlson wants to get it inside to Bognar. They're working hard. Now weak side is Johnson, and that ball's knocked out of bounds by Georgia College with only 6 seconds on the shot clock. So the Pirates will have to put a shot up quickly.
Let's see what they draw up here.
Johnson to inbound it. Get it to Hayward, and Hayward loses the basketball out of bounds. Again, it's tipped by Georgia College.
That was a
now 4 seconds.
Long 2 seconds.
That was a very long 2 seconds. Johnson inbounds it to Barta. Barta puts it on the floor, and a foul called with 1 second on the shot clock, and Barta is going to get bailed out a bit as she ran right into a double team.
Yeah, she didn't know what to do with that, and kind of, like you said, got bailed out.
Oh, and now they're going to say it's a foul on the floor. So the Pirates get a fresh 30 out of it. Johnson inbounds it to Barta, back to Johnson. Coach Followbullet calls out the new play. Hayward to Carlson for 3. No good. It hit off the top of the backboard and hit off the shot clock, which immediately is a dead ball. That thing looked like it might drop back through, but
a little bit cold here as Armstrong the last several minutes.
10 minutes gone. And ball is tipped, and D. Hayward comes up with it on the loose ball. Hayward kicks it off to Carlson for 3. That's an air ball, and it's off the foot of Barta. She was falling down as she tried to post up for the rebound, and it goes off of her out of bounds. So Stephanie Coney back into the lineup for the Pirates. Pirates just 1 of 6 from three-point range. That's the same as Georgia College.
And the one was by Barta, who's only now 1 of 2 on the year.
Yeah. Shaftsma's no good with her shot. Rebound Bognar. Tough rebound for Bognar. She was in amongst a lot of people, and Hayward looks like she might have lost her contact
took
lens.
An elbow from one of her own players on the rebound, and now it's contact trying to fix it.
Carlson's shot is blocked, and so the Pirates went that offensive possession with only 4 players, and back the other way, the layup is good for Shantana Keys, who makes her first basket, and all now the momentum swinging the way of Georgia College.
Been able to get a few shots inside of Georgia College and convert. The Pirates need a basket. That's going to fall.
Tyler Carlson bangs the 3, and we're going to have a foul against Georgia College on the rebound. So the Pirates are going to get the basket, and they're going to get the basketball. So a big swing there for Armstrong.
Just when momentum was starting to swing, that's a big basket, and obviously it could be a very big foul if they can convert here and get 5 to 6 points off one trip.
Carlson to Barta off the inbounds. Her shot is good. That is an advanced shot for a freshman to get that inbounds and stick a 16-footer with someone in your face.
She's been quite impressive this year, Chad, and only, like you said, she's a freshman.
Three-pointer, nope. Stepping into the elbow, taking the shot is Upchurch. Her shot is no good. And then Barta gets the basketball underneath the basket. She has to kick it out to Carlson, who's double-teamed. Inside for Bognar. Good hands for Bognar. And she lays it up and in.
Good catch, great vision. That was a hard ball to catch in traffic. Momentum back the other way if they can.
Upchurch gets a 17-footer to go.
She has a good-looking release. She's hit that shot down twice. They got to get a little bit more pressure on it.
Upchurch, someone who averages just 3.4 points per game. But she has 5 here. 24-15 Hayward, and an offensive foul called on Hannah Bognar. Well, regardless, we were going to get an offensive foul whether it was on Bognar or Hayward there. 7:46 to go in the half.
I'd like to attain
Armstrong
a career in
leads
music
at
and travel around the country
15.
with a liberal arts degree from Armstrong. Armstrong has made me more valuable to my employer.
I feel very excited about my future, and I feel as though Armstrong did prepare me.
I applied to an internship in the World Trade Center Dublin. It was an amazing experience. I learned so much.
It's developing me as an artist. It's allowing me to edit my own photos if I need to. It's teaching me about the art side. It's teaching me about the business side. I'm not just getting a degree. I'm being noticed.
Chad Jackson, Eric Faulkner back with you here at Alumni Arena. 7:46 to go until the break. Armstrong leads Georgia College 24-15. LaRice Walker back into the game for Georgia College. They go inside to Elskamp. Elskamp reverses direction. Her first shot is off the bottom of the rim, and then she tries to kick it off to McKinney on the right side, but throws it into the Armstrong bench. That will give the Pirates the basketball. Coney to Carlson, left side. Now looks for Barta. Barta turnaround jumper is good, and she draws the foul. Brigitte Barta with another tough shot, and she can go into double figures if she makes this free throw. So the freshman impressing on senior day with 9 points through 9 minutes of action, and her free throw here to try and make it a 12-point lead. Free throw is up and good. 27-15 Pirates lead, 7:15 to go until halftime. Walker to Keys. She'll put up the three-pointer, and that's good. So Shantana Keys gets her first three-pointer. Makes it 27-18. Weak side for Coney. Looks for a screen. Now will settle things down with 10 on the shot clock. Amber Howell into the lineup for the Pirates. Carlson gets it to Coney. Coney is fouled by McKinney. (27-18) Pirates lead, 6:37 to go until the half. D. Hayward to inbound it to Coney. Now Carlson looking inside, and that ball is kicked by Walker. Pirates will keep it with 25 on the shot clock. Carlson was trying to get it inside for Amber Howell. Howell normally starts for the Pirates, but her starting spot given up today on senior day. And an offensive foul called against Amber Howell. As I was saying, Howell gave up her spot to Hannah Bognar on senior day. Keys in traffic, and then 3 seconds is the call. I believe the 3-second violation will be against Elskamp, as she basically handed the ball to Keys but negated to vacate the lane. So turnovers on consecutive possessions for both teams. Now Pirates with it. Coney drives the basket, kicks it off to Carlson. Wide open three is no good. And the rebound comes down to McKinney. McKinney's on the run. It's 2-on-3. And a basket and a foul called against the Pirates. So a 3-point play will be coming for McKinney. Pirates had numbers defensively but didn't have good positioning, and McKinney made them pay for it, as McKinney will now shoot the free throw. She is 81% from the line, but that one is no good, and a rebounding foul against Howell will give the Bobcats a free possession. So Amber Howell with 2 quick fouls since she came into the contest, and Mari Wells will immediately come off the bench and replace her in the lineup. 27-20, 5:55 to go in the half. Elskamp was making a cut to the basket, but it was well read by Mari Wells. She gets the steal. Now Carlson puts it on the floor, underhands it to Barta, and Barta is stripped.
Carlson kind of got up in the air and had to do something with it.
And then McKinney for 3 is money. Brandy McKinney now with 7. It's a 4-point ball game. Pirates led by 12 at 1 point, so it's an 8-0 run for the Bobcats. Wells to Coney. She'll put up a 3-pointer. It's no good. Rebound Shaftsma for Georgia College, and then McKinney for a long 2 is good. That should have been a 2. Her foot was on the line, and now they do get the correction.
Right, good call by the officials, but right now Georgia College with all the momentum again. Chad, this game is opened up to a big lead for the Pirates. It kind of swung back the other way for a little bit. The Pirates came back, gained momentum, and now Georgia College with a couple trips down the floor with some points, and 27-25 here with just a little over 5 minutes.
So a 10-0 run. Brianna Davis checks back into the Armstrong lineup.
One thing for certain, the Peach Belt tournament game will probably be exciting. So far,
absolutely.
This has been an up and down match game.
Coney gets it to Hayward. Hayward drives in, underhands it to Brianna Davis for 3. That's no good. Rebound, though, is off of Georgia College into the Bobcats bench. It went through the hands of Hayward and then through the hands of LaRice Walker. It's one of those where both coaches will be like, get on the floor, don't reach down and try and pick it up.
Yeah.
And we had a situation where the shot clock got reset.
You notice all the Pirate players wear knee pads. I think for that very reason, that, hey, it encourages you to get down on the court and go after it. So.
And they're going to put 20 seconds on the shot clock, and the Pirates will inbound it with Davis. Coney has it. Backs it out. Now Wells with it, way out front, back to Coney. Lob it inside to Barta. Barta, turnaround jumper off the glass, good.
I keep going her. I would keep feeding her in the ball. She's been the most productive player for the Pirates on the offensive end.
But McKinney is feeling it on the other end. 3 straight baskets for her. This time a 3. Pulls Georgia College within 1 at 29-28.
Giving her too much space to shoot, Chad.
Wells for 3 is good. And you're right, the Pirates are going to have to make a defensive adjustment on McKinney. Right now, Coney is on her and giving her plenty of space. Layup is no good.
Toss that one up.
By Elskamp. Pirates with the rebound. Coney straight to the basket is fouled. And Stephanie Coney will go to the line for 2 free throws. And we've reached our final media timeout of the first half. Good win here from Alumni Arena as Armstrong leads Georgia College 32-28.
Getting the most out of life, it starts by getting the most out of college.
The science programs at Armstrong are geared to get you in the game.
They really make sure you have the research and network opportunities to take you to the next level.
We get to operate high-end equipment that students at other schools don't.
I've only been in school for 2 years, and I'm already doing grad level research.
At Armstrong, I can definitely assure you that I've come to my own. I just became somebody that I'm very excited to be. I'm starting strong.
Chad Jackson, Eric Faulkner back with you here at Alumni Arena. 32-28. Armstrong leads, and at the line for the Pirates is Stephanie Coney, a senior from Miami, Florida. 61% from the free throw line. First one is up and no good.
Coney's still looking for her first point of the game. Have a chance here to make that happen.
Second free throw rattles in. 33-28. Pirates show a little bit of pressure, but breaking by Shafsma. Now McKinney out to Walker, and Walker loses the basketball, rolls around on the floor with it, and they call a jump ball, even though Davis had come away with it.
I feel like the ball was still moving.
Yeah, and
when Davis was able to kind of corral it out of there, but I guess the officials thought there was a tie-up, so Georgia College possession.
What this does, though, is it probably gives the Pirates the basketball to open the second half, as McKinney is fouled. She lost the ball, got it back somehow, and then put the shot up. Was fouled in the process. D. Hayward whistle for the contact. Brandy McKinney, the senior from Cincinnati, with 12 points, will go to the free throw line. Her first free throw is good. One for two in the contest from the free throw line. Second free throw is good as well. 3-point ball game, 3.5 to play until the break. Armstrong still over 50%, shooting from the field 52%. Georgia College has pulled their shooting average up. Bobcats now shooting 38.7%. Hayward kicks it off to Davis. Davis spins, hangs, shoots, misses. Rebound, Elskamp.
Davis with 2 points.
Walker just heaves it towards the basket. No chance of making that shot. Wells with the rebound, and then D. Hayward for three is no good, and the rebound comes down to McKinney. McKinney through traffic, lobs it, but lobs it right to D. Hayward. Shafsma wasn't looking for it. Now Davis tries to throw it to Barta, and that's about the third pass intended for Barta underneath the basket that's been off the mark.
Yeah, Pirates had a 2-on-1 on the break. It is the initial pass down the court was a little long, and Davis had to kind of track it down, and then wasn't able to get a good look into Barta, but missed opportunity there.
2.5 to go. Georgia College with it. McKinney, guarded by Wells, puts up the shot off the glass, and it's good.
Shot right there, too, because Barta got her hand in the face and was able to bank it in.
So Brandy McKinney was 16 in this half. Not the person we thought in the pregame that would be leading the scoring load for Georgia College. And it is a 1-point ball game here with 1:54 to go until the break. Barta puts up the long two. It's no good. Rebound comes down to Upchurch. Inside Elskamp, and a blocking foul called. The Pirate bench wants an offensive foul there, and they're not going to get it, as Elskamp lowered the shoulder into Barta and bowled her over. But it's 2 free throws for Elskamp to try and give the Bobcats the lead. And we're tied as she makes the first.
Georgia College was able to withstand that early spurt, that high energy. Sometimes last game of the season, teams will have that. They survived that, and they're been able to claw their way all the way back now.
Second one no good, so we are tied at 33 with 1:30 to go. Carlson drives around Walker, lays it up and scores. That was just a bad defensive possession for Walker. Larice Walker gave all sorts of room for Carlson. Now Elskamp, bounce pass and a travel on Schaafsma. Will give the Pirates the basketball back. (35-33), Pirates lead, a minute to go here in the first half. Carlson around a double screen gets the ball. And a travel called. Good call. Carlson should have kicked that off to Davis.
Her first initial thought was to do that, and I think she was there. And then when she didn't do it, it was kind of in no man's land and ended up with a travel.
So under a minute to play now, Georgia College with it. Walker all the way to the basket, and a carry called on Walker. Will give it back to the Pirates, and the Pirates have it with a 15-second differential on the shot clock and the game clock. Coney to Davis. Back to Coney. They want to get it inside to Wells, but she's well guarded. 10 on the shot clock. Davis from the free throw line. Shumper's no good. There's Wells for the rebound. Her shot is up and in.
Great effort by Wells. She stayed with it and was able to get the basket here as we go to 10 seconds.
Wells 9.6 rebounds in this half. 8 on the shot clock and a foul called with 8.4 seconds remaining.
No need there. You have the player up against the
sideline, well away from the basket.
Yep.
And that's going to put Walker on the line for 1 and 1. Walker 73%. First one is good.
Pirates should get the last possession.
Second free throw is no good. Carlson with the rebound. 7 seconds left. Carlson brings it up. Gets past Walker. Goes to the baseline. Puts up the layup. It's no good. And that will be the end of the first half. Armstrong leads Georgia College 37-34. We'll step away for halftime. We'll come back with a look at the first half stats and bring you the second half of action. You're listening to and watching Armstrong basketball. Chad Jackson, Eric Faulkner back with you here at Alumni Arena just a couple minutes before we begin the second half of action. It's been a good one between two teams who will see each other next week in the first round of the Peach Belt Conference Tournament. Armstrong leads Georgia College 37-34. Here's a look at the first half stats. First, for the Bobcats, Georgia College shot 13 of 33 in the first half, 39.4%, 4 of 9 on three-pointers. That's 44%, 4 of 7 on free throws for 57%. Leading the way, Brandy McKinney, who averages on the season 13 points per game. She has 16 in the first half, 6 of 9 shooting from the floor, and 2 of 5 from three-point range. Armstrong statistics, the Pirates shot 15 of 32 from the field in the first half, 46.9%, just 3 of 12 on three-pointers. That's 25%, 4 of 5 on free throws for 80%. Brigida Barta off the bench with 12 points on 5 of 7 shooting, including 1 of 1 three-pointers. Leading the way for the Pirates, senior Maury Wells, 9 points, 6 rebounds in the first half. And Eric, that big shooting stretch at the beginning of the game, giving the Pirates a double-digit lead, but each time that Armstrong had a big lead, Georgia College able to fight back into it.
Yeah, absolutely. And the Pirates, had some success early going into Hannah Bogart down low, and then also she was effective on the defensive end because she was affecting some of the shots of Georgia College. But, they kept on chipping away at it. And, it's a tight game here, 37-34, which is to be, I think, expected. I mean, everything's been a tight game this year for Armstrong, but they found ways to win. And, this one will probably go down to the wire as well.
Again, Armstrong already the top seed in the Peach Belt Conference's East Division will play Georgia College. Georgia College is 5th in the standings in the West Division, but Young Harris still in transition to Division II, ineligible to play. And how tough would that tournament be as if Young Harris was in it? Armstrong would be looking at a first-round matchup against either Columbus State or Young Harris in the first round.
Yeah, definitely would be a tough matchup. But I think, this Pirate team is playing with a lot of confidence, and I think they're going to be a tough game for whoever they match up with in the postseason.
Pirates have the basketball to begin the second half. We are underway, starting 5 on the floor for Armstrong. Stephanie Coney, Mari Wells, Tyler Carlson, Hannah Bognar, and Brianna Davis. Bognar has it inside, and ball's deflected, but Bognar stays with it. Now with 10 on the shot clock, Carlson to Wells. Over to Coney, 5 on the shot clock. Coney drives the baseline, and her shot is blocked by Abby Slocum, who didn't play much.
Oh, got it back.
The Pirates get it right back on the pass by Carlson. Carlson left open, drives in for the floater, and it's a foul on the shot attempt by Carlson. So Tyler Carlson will shoot 2. Carlson had 7 points, 5 assists in the first half. Also had 4 rebounds.
Yeah, she's definitely quite active in the first half, Chad.
First free throw is good, and for Tyler Carlson, she came into the game hitting 88.4% from free throw line. That is on pace to be a single-season school record at Armstrong. She leads the Peach Belt Conference in that category, and she makes 2 here to extend the lead to 5 at 39-34. Shaftsma with the basketball immediately gets double-teamed. Now Keys has her shot blocked by Bognar, and Bognar gets the rebound. That's 4 blocks for Bognar. Now Davis off the glass scores.
Good-looking shot by Davis, but all started on the defensive end by Bognar.
So Pirates starting the second half hot as they did the first half. Donnelly shot up and no good, but an offensive rebound by Shaftsma gives it back to Donnelly, and she is fouled by Wells, and Wells looks on disbelievingly as to what happened on the foul call, but it does send Anisha Donnelly to the line. The leading scorer for Georgia College was held without a point in the first half because of foul trouble, and she misses the first free throw here.
Yeah, both of the scores. Davis with 4 points.
Good one-armed rebound by Wells as Donnelly misses 2, and that's a function of sitting a lot on the bench in the first half and foul trouble. hard to get back into the flow of the game when you're on the bench for an extended period of time like that. Brianna Davis for three, and in and out, no good. Rebound Donnelly for the Bobcats. Now Keys for three, no good. That really rattled in and out.
Two good-looking shots on both ends that didn't fall for either team.
Now Carlson with it. Lobs it inside for Bognar. Bognar lays it up, scores, and draws the foul. Another tough catch for Bognar on a ball that looked like it was headed out of bounds.
She took body contact as well as she went up to lay it in, so good strength by Bognar, and she's having a very good game so far today.
Hannah Bognar, 8 points, 4 blocks, 6 rebounds. Her free throw is no good, but it's tipped back out by Carlson to Coney. Good job on the offensive glass there by Tyler Carlson, just tipping that to a teammate. Now the Pirates set up in the half court. Davis around a screen all the way in for the floater, and an offensive foul is called. Not sure why she can just pull up and shoot that rather than go in and lean up, go in with the leaner.
Yeah, she had enough space, I think, Chad, when she came off the screen to pull up on that. I agree with you there, and would have been a better decision.
Inside Donnelly, around Bognar, shot is up, no good. Rebound comes back to Donnelly. Her turnaround jumper's no good, and Wells gets the rebound. And then Coney gives it back to McKinney. Her shot is no good. So the Pirates dodge a bullet there. They come away with it with Coney because McKinney was the only one back defensively.
Pirates have all 6 points here in the second half. Extend the lead 43-34.
Wells to Davis. Now passes up to Carlson. 8 on the shot clock. Coney wants to lob it into Bognar. She gets it and puts it up and in.
Nice little pass in by Coney, just enough to get it over into the hands of Bognar, and she was able to just lay it in there.
Bognar is in double figures now with 10. Baseline jumper by Shaftsma is good. And a timeout call by Georgia College. 16:36, and we're going to have a full timeout on the floor. Armstrong leads Georgia College 45-36.
I'm a mother of 4, so walking into the classroom was like being at home.
Teaching is about building that relationship with your students. That's something that I really learned while attending Armstrong.
With all the experience that Armstrong has given me in the school and the community, I am very marketable and I have a jam-up resume.
I've learned to be the best student I can be at Armstrong, and I'm going to expect the same thing from my students.
Preparing to be a great teacher starts with being a great student. I'm starting strong.
Chad Jackson, Eric Faulkner back with you here at Alumni Arena. Armstrong opening up the second half on an 8-2 run. Lead at 45-36, and the Pirates have the basketball. Davis to Coney. Inside Bognar, outside Davis. And you get the feeling, Eric, if any of the Pirate shooters can get hot, as Wells lays it up and in, this could grow to a even larger lead because all of the Pirates' production right now is coming from the post.
It's definitely been inside.
A high arcing three is no good by Elskamp.
Pirates have had some looks from the perimeter, but a little hesitant to take that shot. And, if you said they could hit maybe a 3 or 2, this could open up to quickly to nearly a 20-point lead.
Because the Pirates are 3 of 13 from three-point range, and 2 of those threes are from Brigida
Getting a
Barta
job in
and
healthcare
Mari
is
Wells,
extremely
who are
competitive. You know, and I
fours.
needed an edge.
I believe what gave me my confidence is the in-depth and thorough preparation from this program.
What I really love about this program is that I get to work with real patients and get hands-on experience.
Armstrong is a very close-knit community. I've gained friends, colleagues, and mentorships that are going to
Media
last a
timeout on the
lifetime.
floor, 15:58 to go in the second half. Pirates lead 47-36.
I'm starting strong and hitting the ground running.
Three-pointer is no good for Georgia College off the inbounds on the media timeout. They caught the Pirates napping defensively, but the Pirates do dodge the bullet there. As the offensive rebound went to Shasma, her shot was no good. Pirates come away with it now with Wells. Little fadeaway is no good. Bognar fighting for the ball, and it's a jump ball. And it will give the ball to Georgia College, but the Pirates will get the arrow. But Hannah Bognar on senior day really impressing. With 10.7 rebounds, 4 blocks. By the way, Mari Wells now into a double-double with 11 points and 10 rebounds. And Brigida Barta hasn't even seen the floor yet here in the second half. She had 12 in the first half.
Right now, it's working, so it's a smart move by Coach Falbrook to keep Barta there. And got the 5 seniors on the floor.
15:30 to go. Georgia College with the basketball. Donnelly kicks it off to McKinney for 3. No good, but there's Donnelly for the rebound, and she is blocked from behind by Bognar, and they call a foul. They're saying she got the elbow.
I didn't see anything there, Chad. I thought she got a clean block on it, but.
And now Barta is up off the bench as Bognar picks up her 3rd foul. Donnelly's first free throw is good, and Barta will come in for Hannah Bognar. (47-37). 10-point Pirate advantage. Donnelly with her 2nd free throw, and that is no good. Rebound Carlson for the Pirates. Carlson brings it up, gets it inside to Wells, out to Barta. Barta goes in for the floater, and she is fouled by Donnelly, so maybe a little bit of a makeup there as Brigida Barta is going to shoot 2, and Donnelly can't believe the call.
Doesn't happen. Come on.
Barta to the line for the 2nd time. She is 1 for 1. First free throw is good, eventually. Keys comes out, and Larice Walker checks in for the Bobcats.
She's been one of the more impressive freshmen we've seen here in a Pirate uniform in a long time, Chad.
Really, since Kenetha Gordon won Peach Belt Freshman of the Year in 2003-2004. And she is on pace to be just the 3rd Armstrong player to become Peach Belt Freshman of the Year. Yolanda Oliver, the other. Baseline jumper by Shaftsman, no good. Offensive rebound, though, and a putback is good for Elskamp. She's been doing a lot of dirty work inside for Georgia College, 7 rebounds. And now 5 points for her. 49-39, 14:40 to go. Coney directing traffic. Now Davis with it. Davis around a screen. Spins, kicks it off to Carlson. Left wide open for 3. That's no good. Rebound McKinney for the Bobcats. Pirate guard still very cold from long range.
Had a good look, too.
Elskamp at the elbow, kicks it off to Donnelly. She drives, tries the reverse layup. It's no good, but a foul is called.
The late foul, too, as the drive down the baseline.
Pirate guards are 1 of 11 on 1 of 12, on 3-point attempts in this game. Barta 1 for 1, Wells 1 for 1. As the first free throw from Donnelly is no good. Georgia College 4 of 13 from 3-point range. McKinney's made 2. Upchurch 1, Keys 1. Donnelly makes 1 of 2, and it's 49-40. Again, the Pirates and Bobcats will meet next Thursday in the first round of the Peach Belt Tournament in Columbus. Brackets should be released later tonight as a floater by Davis is good from the free throw line. And Brianna Davis gets her first points of this half. She has 6 in the game. It's 51-40. Donnelly, turnaround jumper is no good. Rebound Wells for the Pirates. Now Carlson with it. They'll back it out. No, she'll get it back.
Davis on the other side of the court. They get it there, but.
And a hand check foul. Larice Walker fouls Carlson. And that's the 4th foul on the Bobcats.
Davis was clapping loud. She wanted the ball across court, but.
Coney around a screen to Carlson. She'll drive the baseline. Lay it up off the bottom of the backboard, no good. But then the ball comes to the hands of Davis, and her shot is good. We saw Georgia College get a couple of baskets like that in the first half. That's the first time the Pirates have gotten the lucky bounce, so to speak.
Davis heating up a little bit now.
53-40, and that could be that pressure as there's a pass deflected by Barta into the hands of Wells, and then Barta underneath the basket lays it up and scores. And a timeout called by Georgia College. And now inside-outside starting to work as Davis gets a couple of baskets on dribble penetration, opening things up on the post and in transition.
Yeah, I think I agree. And Georgia College is struggling with that right now. And, like you said, they're going to turn around and play again next week. The Pirates can make a statement in this game. Obviously, you throw everything out the window when you go to the postseason.
Correct.
But there's some matchup problems right now for Georgia College.
And a lot of it has to be really the play of their 2 leading scorers coming in. Donnelly still just 2 points, 0 of 6 on the floor, and then Keys, who hasn't, she's on the bench, not for foul trouble, but just from ineffectiveness. 2 of 8 from the floor, 1 of 4 on 3-pointers for only 5 points. And McKinney, one of the things the Pirates, they talked about at halftime was dealing with McKinney. She has been held off the board here in the second half.
She got a lot of good looks in the first half and was able to bury them. Done a really nice job of shutting that down here in a second.
Georgia College with it after the timeout. McKinney gets a screen and then drains the 3. Well, that play was specifically drawn up for her on the left corner as she got a screen. And that is her 3rd 3-pointer. It makes it 55-43. Coney lobs it in for Wells. Wells, turnaround jumper, good.
We don't have an answer to stop anything inside right now. And I would just keep on dumping it in there to Wells and Barta and Hannah Bogart when she's in and just keep going down deep.
Donnelly out to Upchurch. Her long shot is no good. Wells with another rebound. Davis lobs it ahead for Carlson. One-touch pass to Barta, who lays it up and in. And that's impressive. One-touch passing by the Pirates in transition. 59-43. Donnelly back outside to McKinney. Back inside to Donnelly. She goes around Barta for the layup and scores. And another timeout taken by Georgia College. And head coach Marie Smith trying to use anything to stem this tide because the Pirates have all the momentum right now here in the second half.
Obviously I haven't seen Armstrong play on the road, but every game in here they've played with a lot of enthusiasm, and this team is very, very fit. That's one of the things that's been instilled as conditioning when this team started It's been hard. And, you know, as games go on, Chad, they look like the fresher team in all these games, and that's coming into play, I think, right now a little bit. They can run and they can keep going.
A lot of Georgia College's pressure has been just guarding the point guard, trying to get some cheap steals, some cheap deflections and baskets in the air, and they don't press the full court. They just press the point guard. Once the Pirates have solved that, they've started to get out in transition and get behind the Bobcats defensively. And that's resulting in some good open looks and some layups. And then now if you get Brianna Davis going from the outside or just on dribble penetration, all the options open up for the Pirates. And again, this is like an extended scouting report for both of these teams, because you know you're going to spend the next 4 or 5 days going over this film again and again to prepare for next Thursday's first-round matchup in the Peach Belt tournament.
Yeah, it definitely makes it interesting. And, you know, like you said, these are the inside out. If the Pirates can get, and Brianna Davis has to heat it up a little bit, but if they can get that outside presence with the inside presence, it's going to be a tough team to beat.
There's only one team in the league right now that's hotter than the Pirates, and that's Clayton State, the conference champions. Pirates have won 9 in a row. Clayton State has won 10 in a row. They are the prohibitive favorite going in. They've obviously won the Peach Belt 4 straight years now in the regular season. Head coach Dennis Cox does a great job with that program up in Morrow. But if you're looking for kind of a dark horse in the tournament, the way the Pirates have played lately, you love to take a hot team in a tournament. As Mari Wells double team gets it to Carlson, but then her pass is stolen by Elskamp. And a hand check foul will give the Bobcats the basketball out of bounds. But you like, when you're looking at tournament, you like to look at hot teams on a streak.
At the right time.
Yep.
And, you know, this team seems to be getting better every time out. You know, and that's one of those things that, you know, as a coach, that's what you want. You want to be playing in March, and you want to play it, be peaking.
Donnelly turnaround jumper is no good. Rebound Barta. 59-45 Pirates.
You know, with that said, the rim at Alumni Arena has not been kind to the Bobcats. They've had a lot of balls roll around the rim and not fall for them.
Lob inside, and again, Elskamp reads it well. That's 2 straight passes.
Good play there.
Elskamp, but then Barta takes it away.
Got tangled up. Barta's ankle was underneath her when she fell.
Yeah, Donnelly fell on
a little bit.
Barta's ankle. It'll be ball out of bounds to the Pirates, but Barta trying to walk it off now. Donnelly's going to have to take a seat. That's her 4th foul with just 4 points and 3 boards in this game for the Bobcats. Carlson back to Davis. 4-3. It's off the side of the backboard. It comes right to Mari Wells. And then a foul on the floor will bring the fouls even at 6. So now both teams will be shooting the bonus from here on out with 10:31 to go in the half. That was a little bit of good fortune for the Pirates as Barta, great inbounds cut to the basket. She lays it up and in, and she has 20 points on 8 of 10 shooting from the floor. Elskamp kicks it off. Baseline jumper, no good. Rebound comes down to Wells. Carlson bounces it, and it's deflected by the Bobcats, actually kicked by Keys, so the Pirates will keep it. Lob pass inside for Wells. Wells, turnaround jumper, good. "15 points, 14 rebounds for Mari Wells. Three-pointer on the way is an air ball, but Elskamp there is again for the loose ball. And Elskamp is on the floor with the basketball and then throws it right to Stephanie Coney. Coney on the run with the ball.
Get under control.
And then Brianna Davis misses the 3, and a foul is called against Carlson. That would have been big had that one gone for Davis. It would have made it a 21-point lead.
With 23 seconds left on the shot clock, maybe
You start to think about the shot clock, running it down a little
I think
bit.
So you don't want to go into total conservative mode, obviously, but maybe work the shot clock down a little bit.
So at the line for Georgia College is Shintana Keys. Her free throw is no good, but she gets her own miss. Puts it up off the glass. That's no good. Wells with another rebound, and she is hassled by a pair of Bobcats, and Mari Wells is now going to shoot two. Wells is an interesting story because, honestly, Eric, for 3 years, she's been the go-to player for the Pirates.
And you and I have done a lot of these games together, and we've always kind of said this is perfect for her. She's going to get her rebounds, she's going to get her points, but not necessarily the kind of person who's going to be the go-to player. And you can see the difference. She's got some compliments around her this year.
Misses the front end of the 1-and-1. Now McKinney goes inside, back outside the Keys. First time we've seen the Bobcats really move the ball around, and great positioning is Bishop, and she'll put it up and in. Or Slocum, excuse me. Abby Slocum gets her first basket.
She was able to get on the right hip of Barta, was able to get underneath.
Then Carlson gets free and lays it up. That's no good. Barta gets the basket, and then Barta will keep possession because it's a jump ball. 8:55 to go, 63-47. Pirates will inbound it. But Wells has had games this year where, it's just one of those things where she's not been as sharp. The Pirates have had other options, and they haven't needed to force the ball to her.
And she's been healthy this year. Last year fought through a lot of injuries, missed some time. That's been a key, too. A lot of injuries last season, and Bognar missed most of the year.
With that concussion,
Wells was never healthy, and they're healthy this year. They're playing well.
Offensive foul on Barta gives it back to Georgia College. 63-47. Upchurch goes inside. Ball's deflected on the floor. Now McKinney drives the baseline, and that one is kicked out of bounds by Carlson. 8:32 on the game clock, 17 on the shot clock. D. Hayward's going to check in for the Pirates. But now you get into a situation where you're just trying to manage the game a bit if you're the Pirates. You've got the double-digit lead. You don't want Georgia College to hit a couple threes or hit a couple of baskets and start to get some momentum back.
And 12 put them on the line as well. So
baseline jumpers and air ball. Rebound Carlson. Coney gets it across the timeline, gets it to Hayward. Inside for Wells, and it's saved from going out of bounds by the Bobcats. And then that ball is deflected out of bounds as it was a 2-on-3 break. The pass from Keys trying to find Slocum in transition, knocked out of bounds by the Pirates. Keys gets it. Off the glass, no good. Offensive rebound for McKinney, who puts it up and in. McKinney now has 21, and it's 63-49.
Lots of time left, like you said, Chad.
Oh, absolutely.
If the Pirates go cold for a little bit and they can hit a few baskets, Georgia College could be right in this, so definitely not over.
Coney dribbles left, now looks for Carlson. Now Hayward, baseline. Nope. Pass deflected. That's a third straight turnover for the Pirates. Here comes Elskamp. She throws it up off the glass, scores, and draws the foul. So just like that, what was once an 18-point lead is now down to 12. And with immediate timeout on the floor, Armstrong leads at 63-51.
I'd like to attain a career in music and travel around the country with a liberal arts degree from Armstrong.
Armstrong has made me more valuable to my employer.
I feel very excited about my future, and I feel as though Armstrong did prepare me.
I applied to an internship in the World Trade Center Dublin. It was an amazing experience. I learned so much.
It's developing me as an artist. It's allowing me to edit my own photos if I need to. It's teaching me about the art side. It's teaching me about the business side. I'm not just getting a degree. I'm being noticed.
Chad Jackson, Eric Faulkner, back with you here at Alumni Arena. Armstrong leads Georgia College 63-51, but the Bobcats will have a free throw here. It is no good, but there's another offensive rebound by the shooter off a missed free throw.
It's happened twice, I think, now.
It has happened twice. Bobcats with it. Keys inside to Donnelly. Donnelly's shot is up, no good, and the rebound comes down to Coney. Coney, 1-on-3, will have to pull it back up. 8-0 run for Georgia College, I believe. Or 6-0 run, excuse me. 6:46 to go. Inside, Paul's deflected out of bounds by Slocum with 9 on the shot clock. 6:41 on the game clock. Davis to inbound it to Coney. Now Coney drives, and her shot is blocked. Keys one-on-one against Hayward, and shot is good. 63-53. 6:26 to go. And that ball's kicked out of bounds.
You hear a word a lot in coaching, the ability to close.
Yes.
And teams that are going to be successful in the postseason have to know how to close out a game. It's going to be interesting to see what the Pirates do here in the last 6:16.
Coney to Davis. Inside to Barta. Barta shot is up and good over Keys.
That's one way of doing it, is give the ball to Barta.
Brigida Barta, 22 points, 9 of 11 from the floor now. As Donnelly kind of lost that ball a bit while she was moving. She was able to keep it, though. Now Elskamp to Keys. Her shot is good. And finally, the Bobcats starting to get a little friendly rim action, as that's 2 straight that have hung on the rim. And a timeout called as the Pirates get trapped in the backcourt with the basketball. 5:39 to go. That was 1 second away from being a 10-second call. So a good timeout there by head coach Fala Bullock. And with 5:39 to go, it's a 10-point ball game. 65-55.
Barta, 22 points, Chad, in 24 minutes of play, and she leads all scorers. McKinney has 21 for the Bobcats.
But she's the only one in double figures. Keys is starting to come alive a little bit here late, but she did not have a very good first half, just had 5 points. She has 9 now. And the Bobcats really searching for that second score to complement McKinney in this game. And Georgia College, by the way, starting to own the offensive glass, 14-6 edge on offensive rebounds, and have 9 in this half alone.
Yeah, a lot of second chance baskets and opportunities. The Pirates need to do a better job boxing out a little bit.
Davis to Coney. Now Hayward with it. And then Davis throws it right to McKinney. McKinney on the run with it. Lays it up, scores. 65-57, 5:17 to go. And obviously when this was an 18-point lead, you thought it was a done deal as the weak side pass is deflected out of bounds. Davis was momentarily open, but a good reaction defensively by the Bobcats. Tyler Carlson will check back in for Armstrong.
A much different game than some of the other games we've seen this year where the Pirates have, won it late. They're trying to protect the lead now.
Wells, triple teamed, puts it up, can't get it to go, but she's fouled. She was triple teamed on the left block and
Not
still.
Even sure how she was able to get out of that and get a shot
No.
off, but she was able to fight her way through.
And so
Strong player.
Mari Wells, who ranks among the top 10 all-time in free throw percentage for the Pirates, will make her first trip to the line. Her first free throw is good. Wells on the season, 77%. For her career, she's right around 77%. Second free throw good, and we're back to a 10-point Armstrong advantage with exactly 5 minutes left here at Alumni Arena. Pirates show a little bit of pressure here. Elskamp will bring it up against Carlson. Elskamp inside. Keys somehow gets the basket to go and draws the foul. She may have taken an extra step, but doesn't matter because she'll go to the line to try and cut it to 7 with 4:47 to go. Keys now in double figures with 11. Free throw is no good. This time the Pirates do block out, even though Elskamp was there.
She was there, just a little longer rebound, and was able to be corralled by Carson.
So the Pirates will bring it up. Not in a hurry is Armstrong here, trying to milk at least a little bit of clock. Inside is Barta, and that's a great pass from Stephanie Coney. That play was drawn up the minute that Coney brought that ball up the floor slowly.
Yep.
And Barta gets the open layup. She has 24 points. And it's 69-59. Three-pointer by Keys is good. (69-62). Coney, as we have 4 minutes to play here. They work an overload to the left side. Now Davis left open for three. Good.
Big shot right there, Chad. Big shot.
She was 0 for 6
0 for
before
6.
that one went.
We know one thing about Brianna. She'll keep shooting. So.
Yes. 72-62. Keys hands it off to Donnelly. Her shot is up off the glass and good.
It would have been nice to have that big basket in the stop, but
Yep.
Bobcats the answer with the 2-point basket.
Well, the Pirates definitely will trade baskets
Yeah,
from here on out
sure,
as
absolutely.
we have 3:20 to go. Davis has to corral a loose ball. Now Barta lays it up and scores. And a timeout call by head coach Fala Bullock.
Regardless of what happens in this game, Coach Marie Smith's going to have to look at the tape and figure out how they're going to stop Bernita Barta because they've had no answer.
26 points. Her season high is 33, which she got at USC Aiken in a come-from-behind win for the Pirates. But another 26, and I know that can be a little political at times, I shall say, for voting for Freshman of the Year. But this may be a award-clinching performance from Barta. She already leads all freshmen in the Peach Belt in scoring. But it's not just the sheer numbers sometimes that get you awards like that. It can be what it means to your team.
Oh, I think she's meant a big difference for this team this season.
Yes.
Coming in as a freshman, doing what she's been doing all year long. And as this season is, going on, she's just gotten better and better.
And, I mean, I can't count the many times that I've said that she does not play like a freshman.
No.
Maybe a little defensively. But offensively, she is very advanced.
We've sat in here and seen a lot of those putbacks not fall.
Yes.
And she's been almost automatic. If she's not contested,
Yep.
it's going in.
Yep.
And even when she's contested, she's putting a good share in. So the ability just to finish the shot and credit to some of the passes that she's been receiving, though. There's been some good looks. They found her. But she just floats off that defender and gets that blind side, and they're able to find her.
It must be deceptive because you're right. She gets open easily on just little plays like that where a lot of other players, it's tough for them to have that just innate sense of when to break to the basket. Donnelly comes right back and gets the basket, and another foul whistled against the Pirates. So Donnelly will have a chance to cut it to 7 again. And Hannah Bargnar is going to have to come in for Barta. But Donnelly will go to the free throw line. She is just 2 of 6 from the line, and that one is good. So it's a 7-point game, 3:02 left. And the Bobcats show a little bit of full court pressure here as McKinney steals it from Coney, and a timeout is called. And now the Bobcats could cut it to 5 if they can convert on the steal.
Well, it's been interesting all year long in Alumni Arena in these games. This one, regardless, is going to look like it'll come down to the wire. And that's kind of what we thought.
Right.
You know, the Pirates have kind of controlled this, but haven't been able to get that final knockout blow. And then these teams are going to turn around again and do this next week.
20 turnovers now for the Pirates. And again, that's been the one deficiency here this afternoon. If you cut that in half to 10, you know, this is out of hand probably.
Right.
But credit the Bobcats. Every time it looked like the Pirates are going to put this game away, they've come up with a big bucket or a big play. And now the Pirates have to dig deep defensively and get a stop here with under 3 to play. So 2:56 to go in the ball game, and Georgia College will have the basketball. McKinney to inbound it for the Bobcats. They float it out. Now Elskamp has it. Gets it to Keys. Baseline to Slocum. Back to Keys. Over to McKinney. She passes up the 3, takes the 2, and it's no good. And the rebound is out of bounds off of Georgia College. Keys is saying that it was knocked out of her hands by the Pirates, but
it was close.
It was. And now Coney again hassled by McKinney. Gets free.
Good job breaking that press there was Coney.
Now they work a little half-court trap. They get it to Davis. Now Wells over to Carlson. Carlson loses the basketball, and she is going to go to the free throw line. We'll see if it's called on the floor or if it's a shooting foul. And they're going to say it was a shooting foul, so Carlson will shoot 2 free throws.
Big free throws here. Obviously want to extend the lead.
First free throw is no good.
Well, then out. Jinxed her.
Carlson, the free throw percentage leader in the Peach Belt. Makes 1 of 2. 75-67. 8-point Armstrong lead. 2:17 to go. Elskamp. Ball's deflected out of bounds by Wells.
Good recognition by Wells to slide over there.
Larice Walker into the game. Trying to find out who she's coming out for, and now Elskamp's going to take a seat.
Play with 6. Maybe useful in this situation.
Walker gets the inbounds, gives it back to Keys. They work it around quickly to Slocum. Back to Keys. She'll put up the 3, and that is good.
2 open.
Shantona Keys with her 3rd three-pointer. 75-70, under 2 to play. Pirates can bring it down to about 80 seconds. Davis to Coney, 14 on the shot clock. Davis to Wells baseline. Wells' shot is up, no good. Gets her own miss and is fouled. And Mari Wells is going to shoot 2. Another big rebound for Mari Wells. That gives her 16. in this game, along to 17 points. And the Pirates just might have to win this one at the free throw line, Eric.
Yeah, they have to knock these down and get points. They can't trade 1 point for 2 on the other end or 3. Barta coming back off. I was wondering if she's going to get
Well,
back
they're
in
probably
there.
going to work an offensive-defensive
Yeah.
substitution now with 1:30 left.
Yep.
You put between Barta and Bognar. Or maybe even Barta and Wells. Wells makes the first free throw. Wells sitting on 3 fouls. Bognar 3, Barta 4.
Big one here, make it 3 possessions.
76-70. Second free throw from Wells.
Well
Good.
done.
Barta will come in for Mari Wells. .130 to go. Georgia College with the basketball. 77-70. Walker looking to get it to McKinney, does so. Now Slocum with it. Over to McKinney, and Coney just barely inches away from a steal. The three-pointer by McKinney's no good. Walker gets the rebound. Her three-pointer's no good, and then Bognar gets the rebound, and she's fouled. Big rebound from a position that a 6'2 player usually isn't in.
No.
Bognar was around the free throw line.
And she was lucky she's 6'2".
Yes.
Because that was the only person that was going to get it. Because of her height, she was able to go up there and get it. But you're right, Chad. She's normally going to be down the block. She's sitting there around the free throw line. Was able to grab that. So that's a big rebound with 1:08 left for a 7-point lead.
Now 2 free throws for Bognar, who on the season 66%.
You like to at least get 1, right?
Yes, absolutely, at this stage of the game. First one no good off the back iron. Pirates have shot well from the line tonight, 80% before that miss. Second free throw, no good. Rebound Walker, but the clock starts. Now Keys with it. Open 2, no good. Rebound. And a foul on Donnelly's try at a putback. We are under a minute left, and Donnelly is going to go to the free throw line for 2. We're almost at the point, Eric, where Georgia College is going to have to start fouling on purpose.
Yeah.
The shot clock is still turned on.
And the Pirates would like to get the ball in Carlson's hands, I would guess, right?
First free throw is no good. Donnelly has been struggling from the free throw line, 3 of 8. Second one here to try and make it a 6-point game. It is up and good. Davis to inbound it for the Pirates. Gets it to Coney. And definitely want to foul her because you had Coney and Carlson in the right vicinity, and I thought they try and get that ball into Carlson's hands. And now Brandy McKinney has fouled out of the ball game with 23 points. And Stephanie Coney will shoot 2 free throws. 61% for the Pirates point guard, the senior from Miami. Again, like you said, Eric, you just like to have 1 of 2 as the first one is good.
The senior will knock down the first one.
4 seniors and a freshman on the floor for head coach Fala Bullock and the Pirates here. Coney, Davis, Wells, Carlson, the seniors, and Barta, the freshman that does not play like a freshman. No. As Coney makes them both. Georgia College bringing it up. 3-pointer on the way is good for Keys. 47.4 seconds left.
Not going away.
Carlson gets free and is finally fouled and then taken out.
Head hard on the. I think she's all right, but she hit her
by
head
Slocum.
on the scorer's table.
And I know it wasn't intentional, but it still looked worse than it was.
She was
because,
off balance
right.
when he got knocked in, but seems to be okay. But it's the right person for the. If you're gonna pick someone up on the line, that's who you want.
Absolutely, shoot free throws here. It'll be Carlson, who is 3 of 4 from the line tonight. First free throw up and good. 43.8 seconds left. Still plenty of time. especially the way Georgia College has been hitting three-pointers here in the second half. Second free throw, no good. Rebound, Slocum. Elskamp brings it up, 38 seconds left. Keys drives and is fouled by Barta with 35 seconds left. So here's a chance where Georgia College can trade a 1 for 2. And Barta, I believe, is fouled out with 26 points. And head coach Fala Bullock was using the 30 seconds to give her team some instruction here.
Been in tight games in the end all season long, so this is another one, right?
The last time the Pirates won a game by double digits was against Flagler here at home. That was a 10-point game, but that one was close until really late in the second half, as the first free throw from Keys is good. Pirates really haven't blown out an opponent since an 82-56 win at UNC Pembroke. That was back on February 1st, so it's been a month since the Pirates have not been in a tight game either way. Keys with the second free throw, good. It's a 4-point game. Pirates will inbound it. Carlson is fouled quickly with 32.5 seconds left.
Good decision there, because Coney was open as well,
Yes.
and getting it in the hands of Carlson was, I think, the smart move. And she made 1 of 2 last time. It'd be great if she could knock down both.
Again, Carlson came in shooting 88.4%. She's 4 of 6 today, and that one is no good. So Carlson, very uncharacteristic. Have to get the broom to.
Tom with the basket.
That counts, right? He tipped it in with the broom.
Kentucky Wildcat.
So now Carlson with the second free throw. It's good. So Carlson making 1 of 2, but the Bobcats will take that every time.
Need a defensive stop here.
Donnelly brings it up, goes straight to the basket. No good. Rebound, though. Slocum, and she puts it up and in. 81-78. Now Coney with it, 23 seconds left, sprints past Donnelly, and Donnelly is able to just grab a hold of her. If Coney had been able to get past her without getting the foul called, Pirates would have been able to run at least another 10 seconds off.
Some time off the clock, but big free throws here, at least to get back to 2 possession games. And
correct.
As time obviously runs off, we had a feeling this game would be tight. It's turned out to be that way.
Donnelly, by the way, fouls out on that play with 10 points, well below her season average. Coney to shoot 2 for the Pirates. First free throw,
nope.
Up and good.
You looked off when it came out of her hand, but it rolled back in.
So it is a 2-possession game now.
Kind iron on that one.
Second free throw, in and out, no good, but
rebound.
Amber Howell with a big offensive rebound and a quick foul. Amber Howell has only played in this game 2 minutes. To come off the bench and get that offensive rebound may be a game-saving play for the junior.
Yeah, big play.
So now Brianna Davis will shoot 2. Her first free throw is good. 18.1 seconds left. Second free throw good. 84-78. Walker loses the basketball, gets it back. And then a foul called on the floor. So that'll be 2 shots for Walker with 13.2 seconds left.
This is going to come down simply got to make our free throws. This is all it's going to come down to. Get the ball in, bounce, or get a rebound here and get the ball.
Larice Walker is 1 of 2 from the line tonight. 3 points. Her first free throw is good. $84-79.
Make sure you box out here.
This to make it a 4-point game.
The shooter has gotten a rebound a couple times.
No good. Rebound tipped and saved into the Georgia College bench, but right to the hands of Carlson. And Pease went tumbling over the chairs. And for her sake, tough that she saved it to the opposing team. But fortunate for the Pirates as Carlson will now shoot 2 with 9.3 seconds left. And you would have to say, Eric, if Carlson can make both of these, they'd be game clinching. First one is good.
It's been a long time, Chad. Armstrong's had some major award winners in basketball, but could be 2 this year.
Absolutely, with Barta, freshman in the year, and you have to think Fala Bullock is in the conversation.
I think so, right?
For Coach of the Year. 3 seconds left. Three-pointer by Keys is short, and that will be the end of it as Armstrong defeats Georgia College. 86-79, wins its 10th straight game and heads into the Peach Belt Conference Tournament on a roll, and will face these Bobcats on Thursday at a time to be determined in Columbus. Eric, thanks for joining me. We'll talk to head coach Fala Bullock here. We'll get her comments on the contest. As Armstrong again improves to 19-6, 14-5 in the Peach Belt. Georgia College falls to 16-10, 9-10 in the Peach Belt. And we'll have our men's game coming up in about 25 minutes. As Georgia College men take the floor. Fala Bullock makes her way over here, and Fala, a little bit of a different game than we've had obviously recently. You got out to a couple of double-digit leads in the first half. Georgia College fought back. You got out to a huge lead there in the second half, but they just would not go away.
They have the potential. They match up really well with us, and I knew it was going to be a battle, a war, dogfight, whatever. I mean, they weren't going to go away, but neither were we.
Talk a bit about the post game tonight, because that really carried you again. And it wasn't just 1 or 2, it was all 3. Bognar, you had Mari Wells with a great game of the double-double, and then Brigitte Barta. I've run out of superlatives to describe how she plays as a freshman.
I don't even, it exhausts me of words to say about them too. They were phenomenal tonight. We needed every point, but they were big, they were physical, they finished well, they shot it from the outside, and our guards got it to them. And credit the guards for getting them the ball, because we have gone up and down with that, and they got into them in positions to allow them to score tonight, and they finished so strong.
Now, obviously, you're going to dissect this tape for about the next 4 days, knowing that you're going right back up against them. What did you learn from this matchup that you can take into the tournament next week?
Well, the first thing I learned is that we don't need to carry this, swag, whatever you call it, that's kind of like, yeah, we've already beat them. I don't want that. I want to look at it like we're playing them the first time, and we got to be prepared. We know their personnel now because we got a chance to play, and the real truth is 14 was in foul trouble, and that really plagued them because she is a phenomenal player. So we got lucky in that sense that she didn't play as many minutes, but we just need to approach it the way we approach every game. You got to play hard, and you got to defend, and you got to make buckets. It
did seem like one thing they gave you problems with was defensively, especially pressuring Coney in the point and getting some cheap turnovers and some baskets the other end. You turned over 20 times. Is that something you're going to address the next couple of days?
Absolutely. I think I might have played Red a little too long. I think she was just tired. She started making I'm too tired to dribble against hard pressure at the end of the game mistakes.
Right.
I got to give her more time, but she played the entire second half, and so you know, we got to go to her. She's a senior like the other ones. You know, the girls that stepped up tonight deserved it. This is their home court. They're seniors. They've been here, and this is how you want to win it. And, you know, unfortunately, those turnovers, you know, fortunately for us, didn't hurt us in terms of losing the game, but we need to address that, absolutely.
All right, congratulations on the win. We'll see you at halftime of the men's game for Senior Day.
Absolutely, thank you.
Head coach Fowler Bullock with her comments following the Pirates' 10th straight win as Armstrong defeats Georgia College by a score of 80.